And Wade's also gave, we believe gave or sold, but we think they gave the land to the Presbyterian Church, and the church was built in 1730. So this is now June 7, 1780, and it's about 11:30 in the morning, and this is the last attempt by the British to overcome and sweep out and destroy Maxwell's troops. When Maxwell never faced them, he had his men fire and run away and hide. And that's what Maxwell did all day long. His orders to his men were, hide in the woods, behind rocks and trees, fire your muskets, run away, reload your muskets, fire, etc. The result was that the British lost, and these are all the British regiments and Hessian regiments involved. British lost 193, killed, wounded, and missing, and Maxwell lost 50 on June 7, 1780. So the result was Kniphausen got so upset that he ordered the entire village of Connecticut Farms plundered and destroyed. And all the homes were ransacked, and all the homes were burnt to the ground. And they came in here, and at 4:30 in the afternoon, we're now going in here.
Because he lost the battle, he was like a sore loser, is that it? Because he lost so many men and we didn't lose that many, that's why he wanted everything destroyed?
Yeah, his intent was to march directly to Morristown, and he never got out of Connecticut. He spent the entire day here, and he was very upset. That's why. Okay, this was the bedroom area. Obviously, this house was burnt to the ground. It was rebuilt in 1782. So you're living in right now in a 1782 colonial house. And this area was the bedroom area in which Hannah had her bedroom, and the room that she was in at the time that she was shot and killed. And a window similar to this was here. The bed was here. She had a 9-month-old baby called Maria with her, and she had a 2.5-year-old boy, Elias Boudneau Caldwell, also with her. And there were 2 young girls, a nurse taking care of the baby, and a maid or servant assisting Hannah with daily chores, cooking, etc. So what had happened was that about 4:30 in the afternoon, as the British were retreating, they had gotten as far as the Rollway River Bridge, Morris Avenue, the Rollway River Bridge. And Dayton, General Dayton had set up a cannon, a 3-pound cannon, and he was firing down east as the British were trying to advance towards Springfield. And they stopped. That is where they stopped because they didn't want to face the artillery. And they Kniphausen decided to retreat, and he gave the orders to destroy the town. So as they were coming back here, the little boy, Elias Boudneau, is looking out the window, and one of the maids also looking out the window, and they see a British soldier coming toward the house, and they say, there's someone coming toward the house. The little boy says, let me see. He looks out, and then Hannah comes over and says, step away, son. She looks out, and boom, the British soldier fires his musket and hits her with two shots, 2 balls. She falls on the bed and she dies. Then the British come into the house, they take her body, and they place her body in the dirty, muddy street outside, and they enter the house and they take all valuables, and then they burn the house to the ground. They did not harm the nurse, they did not harm the maid, they did not harm the little boy, and they did not harm the baby. So they were allowed to leave the house, and local farmers came over and assisted and asked the British officers if it were possible for them to take the body of Hannah, and they said yes, and they took it over to Captain Henry Wade's house, which was right here on Elmwood Avenue, about 50 yards from